Over in the space of Marvel Comics, the publisher's current ongoing series for Moon Knight, Mark Spectre, has been absolutely wonderful, contributing some brand new continuity over to Mark, seeing him and some of his allies like Tigra operate out of the Midnight Mission. We've recently seen some of the mysterious villains return from Moon Knight's past, and Marvel recently announced that in an upcoming storyline for Moon Knight called The Last Days of Moon Knight, it looks like Mark Spectre may meet his bitter end. My name is Arako Braddock, and today, let's go ahead and examine all of the teaser materials leading up to the death of Moon Knight announced today from Marvel Comics. But before we get deeper into the video, I want to go ahead and encourage you to consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that like button if you enjoy our content. And I want to start off our video by showing you some of the mysterious teaser images that Marvel has been showing off to advertise some recent storylines over for the Moon Knight series. Here's a look at the teaser for the 25th issue of the series, which just recently came out in stores, called Knight's End. That was a really climactic tale where we get to see Moon Knight team up again with Tigra and a character known as 8-Ball to explore some of the mysterious villains who are orchestrating all of the recent schemes over in the Moon Knight property, especially as it pertains to Moon Knight villain Black Spectre. But Marvel didn't stop with the teasing there. They also continued to add this teaser, advertising the last days of Moon Knight. This is the storyline that we're talking about today, set to begin over in Moon Knight 28, lasting 3 issues over to Moon Knight 30. And it looks like Moon Knight is in pursuit of the Black Spectre as he's about to unleash some of his apocalyptic schemes over on the Marvel Universe. Excited to see how that one shakes out. I'm presuming this is leading to the end of McKay and Cappuccio's Moon Knight run, but I didn't get any official confirmation of that over in Marvel's article that they released today. But I did get some additional solicitation text that I wanted to share over from Marvel on Moon Knight 28. Running from Moon Knight 28 to 30, the last days of Moon Knight will see Moon Knight in a deadly race to intercept the Black Spectre before his apocalyptic schemes bear fruit. But the clock is ticking, and a city hangs in the balance, and when the dust settles, a new vengeance will be born. We also have a quote coming in directly from Jed MacKay over on the last days of Moon Knight. Almost all the pieces are now on the board. On one side, Moon Knight and his allies in the Midnight Mission, and on the other, the Black Spectre, his creatures, and his plan for New York, MacKay explained. We've been building towards this confrontation since issue 19, and starting with Moon Knight 28, Moon Knight and the Black Spectre go to war. It's not just a question of victory, but survival itself. The Midnight Mission is already cloaked in the black of mourning. And here's a look at the cover for Moon Knight 28. This one is illustrated from Steven Segovia, and of course the issue is written from Jed MacKay, featuring art from Alessandro Cappuccio. And I wanted to say just a few things about the potential death of Moon Knight that we might get over in this final, or what looks to be the final arc of the series here. I really trust Jed MacKay to embark on a death of a character property, and I'm feeling a lot more comfortable about this character specifically because they're not a minority like Kamala Khan, who we saw recently. I always like it when Marvel plans to kind of increase some of their publishing with like new characters taking on legacy mantles for characters. So I'd love to see maybe somebody else take on the Moon Knight role and to let Mark Spectre kind of move on with his relationship with Tigra. This book has featured just so much great characterization for Spectre and some of his supporting cast that I really trust MacKay to craft a really solid narrative over at Marvel. I want to know from you, are you feeling as confident as I am that this series is maybe headed for a great direction despite who the lead character is? Are you intrigued about a new person potentially taking on the mantle of Moon Knight? And what are your thoughts on Jed MacKay's run for Mark Spectre as a whole? Thank you so much for coming to check out our video, and we'll be back soon to talk more Moon Knight. Thanks so much, and I'll see you soon.